Many people in England gamble and have done forevermore, but the issue recently with the deregulation of gambling is that many more people are exposed to the opportunities of gambling, both through sports, as we know, and also online. I would say that harm and loss of control are the two things that are most helpful when people ask, how do I know if I've got a problem? So financial harm is a strong indication. If you're spending more than you can afford, it is not something that you should be continuing to do, because some people are just vulnerable and spend too much on gambling. They're very excited by gambling and they are unable to impose the controls. They tend to chase their losses, for example. This is very indicative of people who end up developing problems. So if two people gamble, one of them, they both lose, one of them will say, I've had enough of this activity, I'm not interested in continuing. The other person will say, well, if I play some more, if I go back to the table and play, I will regain my losses. And that person is highly vulnerable to developing a gambling disorder. Lying to others to cover up the extent of your gambling, either in terms of time or in terms of losses, is a very important fact as well. And losing out on opportunities, be they academic, professional, or relationship linked. So we have a lot of students who've dropped out of university because they have used up their grant money, the money that they should have spent on living whilst they were studying. We have people who've missed out on jobs or who have lost their jobs because their gambling disorder has come in the way and they are unable to dedicate the right amount of time to the job in hand, or they actually don't show up for work because they've been gambling all night and they're exhausted. Equally, relationships have ended because people have not been trusted with within the marriage. They have sometimes, unfortunately, I've seen this often, people have lost their family home, for example. They have somehow, without letting the families know, lost that security over the family's head. So these are just examples. Of course, a family home is extreme, but unfortunately, the majority of people we see at the National Problem Gambling Clinic have debts. Some of those debts are very big, and that's why it's so important, if you have a problem, to stop completely, because you're highly unlikely to be able to moderate the behaviour.